Y'all already know what it is. Jay Williams, Let's Live Life, and we're back. First timer's guide to the penitentiary or jail, whichever one you're going to. But you're going to need to know these things if you don't want to get chewed up and spit out. Well, let's relive it. So when going in prison, going in jail, it's a different world. Never been before. It's a complete just sensory overload and shock to see what goes on, to see the actual jail, prison laws, and the way things are run. It's nothing like what you're used to. But today, I'm going to give you a bunch of pointers on how to make your bid as smooth as possible. Number one, you're going to want to mind your business. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't chime in on what other people got going on. Mind your business. Now, if you're willing to speak on something or chime in on somebody's conversation, only do that if you're willing to fight or prepared to fight beforehand. I've seen two guys be talking before and another guy overhear them talking and get in their conversation and just say something, normal. Nothing out the way, nothing crazy, just chime in on what they're talking about, and one of them look at them and say, "Who the fuck asked you? I didn't ask you nothing." You know what I mean? Mind your business. And not minding your business, you'll see things you're not supposed to see because your eyes are places they're not supposed to be. Now, you always want to watch your surroundings. You want to know what's going on at all times. You want to know, for the most part, who's doing what, who's capable of what, and what's going down. But you don't want to make it known that you know these things. You don't want to seem as if you're looking to see what's going on. You just want to keep yourself safe. But in not minding your business, you're going to put yourself right in harm's way. Number two, don't borrow, don't loan, and don't let people owe you nothing. I've seen guys borrow things. They go to the store box, get some food, time to pay it back, they can't pay it back. And not being able to pay it back, guys automatically assume, all right, well, I'm going to get to fighting and then it's over. No, it's not. I ran a store box. If I feel like you're clowning me, you're playing me, you run a game on me, we are going to fight. And that debt is not dead. You are going to pay me. If we have to fight every time Commissary comes around until I get my point across and you understand that you can't just borrow things from people with no intentions of paying them back, that's what we're going to do. We're going to fight. Number three, don't hold things for people. I've seen this and I cannot stress it enough. Everywhere I've ever been, I've seen it go south, meaning go bad, doesn't end well. If somebody comes to you and they want you to hold a knife, why do you think they want you to hold the knife? Because they don't want to get caught with it. Somebody comes to you and they say, "Hey, I'm going to give you this little bit of weed, hold this other weed for me." They don't want to get caught with it. And then you run the risk of when you give it back, a lot of times dudes being like, "Yo, it's not all there, you went in it." You probably didn't go in it. You probably didn't take nothing out of it. But because you held it for him, you've put yourself in a position now to open up all these windows and all these doors for all this different trouble to come on in. Can't tell you how many guys I've seen get caught with a shank that was not theirs because they were trying to be cool or look out for their homeboy or they just wanted to hold it overnight. Next thing you know, that guy gets shook down in the middle of the night. He's going to the hole. I've seen guys ask guys, "Yo, hold my knife for me, man. I'm hot." They know what I mean? They're going to end up shaking me down. And then go tell a guard or they drop a slip and say, "Hey, that dude's got a knife." Because in reality, they wanted to eliminate you, but they couldn't do it on their own. So they did some sneak shit by getting you to hold something and then told on you. And like I said, there's always that chance of that random shakedown, them coming up on you and you getting caught with it. Next, watch your company. Watch the people you have around you and the company you keep. And what I mean that is, know who you have around you. Know that the dudes around you are solid. Know why they're in prison. You got to understand, you got a lot of snakes. You got a lot of dudes that are going to try to trick you out of stuff, get stuff from you. You want to always approach those situations with the mindset of, what does this dude want? Even when it comes to your homeboys. And in due time, you'll know who you can somewhat trust and who you can't. But your company is a lot of times can be your biggest downfall. If you're running around with a dude that likes to run his mouth to everybody, and that's who you're associated with, don't be surprised when you get punched in your shit because people expect you to rock out behind him. Don't be surprised when you and him are walking and somebody runs up on him and starts whooping his ass if they don't start whooping your ass also, because they're going to expect you to fight for your homeboy. So you want to watch your company. Always, this is the next one, and I want y'all to listen to this as well. If you do decide to borrow something from somebody, you do go to the store box. You buy some weed, you buy some cigarettes, you're doing something illegal. You might be buying electronics, somebody's TV, a CD player, a pair of beard trimmers, whatever you're buying. Make sure you have the money first. Don't take something from somebody and then be waiting on your mom to send you some money and she don't put a stamp on the envelope and now you're getting punched in your face because you've given somebody your word. When you're locked up, your word is pretty much all you have. And once it becomes obvious to everybody that your word ain't shit, you ain't shit. You can't come back from that. If you're known for bucking on people or being what we call bad money, nobody is going to mess with you. You're going to have to go somewhere else because dudes around there aren't messing with you. Don't share your personal info. It's very important. Don't be loaning nobody pictures. Don't be having dudes looking at all your pictures and all that. There are some weird fucking dudes locked up. I've seen guys glance over as other guys were writing letters and they'd be sitting there with an envelope with their girlfriend, their wife, their daughter, their mom, name and address on the envelope. And somebody else be sitting there acting like they're writing, and they're writing this dude's information down. Now, the next thing you know, you call your girl's like, yo, who is such and such? Why, what's up? You wrote me a letter, sent me a picture. He's telling me to write him back, send me send the number. I've seen a situation real quick. We had a dude we called Mankind or McFoley. Remember Mankind from WWE? Well, this dude looked like I don't know, like a little mentally challenged version of Mankind. Mankind had a habit of doing three ways. People go always, hey man, can you have your people pass a message for me? Can your people do a three-way for me? No, don't do it. Say, nah, man, my people don't even do that type of stuff. Don't get into a habit of that because everybody's going to try you after that. Because a lot of these dudes ain't got no way to call home. They ain't got no money. They find out you do three ways, you pass messages, it'll become an everyday thing. Mankind trusted his celly and let his celly get his PIN number and start calling his wife directly to do three ways for him. Hey, man, can you he call her, hey, do me a favor, call this person. Next thing you know, Mankind's supposed to go for a visit one day. They don't call his name, they call his celly. Now his cellmate is over there visiting with Mankind's wife. Mankind has done left his little short, ugly ass for his cellmate, all because he trusted this dude with his personal information. Next thing, pick and choose your battles. But regardless, when it comes time, fight. Some people go years without fighting. I've met guys that never got into a fight. But if you're pushed into that corner and somebody tries you, everybody's going to see it. And what you do in that moment, and I've said this 1,000 times, is what matters the most. If you pussy out, if you start trying to talk your way out of it, people are going to see what you're doing. You're going to lose all respect, and other dudes are going to try you. Now, don't do no dumb shit like they say in the movies, walk up and hit the biggest dude you see, because you are going to get completely smashed if you do that. And that's not going to get you no respect. Everybody's going to think that you're just a whole entire crash test dummy. You're an idiot. But if you're put in a situation where somebody calls you in that cell, and regardless of what I tell you, everybody's not going to do this because everybody's not going to fight. But you need to fight. You need to fight like it's the hardest battle of your life and make an example out of whoever calls you in there. Because if you go in there and get beat up, you're still going to get respect. You know what I mean, dudes? You're going to know that you're not the one they can try, so they'll try somebody else. You'll still get your respect. But if you go in there and you just go animal on somebody, trash them, do whatever you got to do, go your hardest, and you come out on top, that's what's going to get you the most respect. Fear, for the most part, is what runs all prisons. Not the guards, not the inmates. Fear. When people are scared of you, or they know you're capable of doing what they're capable of or worse, they will leave you alone. But it's guaranteed you're still going to, at some point or another, meet your match. You always want to assume when dealing with anyone new or somebody comes up and starts trying to talk to you or making conversation with you that they want something. Always look at them like, what's this dude's angle? Why is he trying to be my friend? Why is he talking to me all of a sudden? I can't tell you how many times I'd have somebody that would, hey, what's up, Jay? What's up? And then I'd see them later that day. Hey, what's up, man? Try to pound you up. Hey, you good? You good? Yeah, I'm good. And then 2 hours later, they're at your cell. Hey, what up, homeboy? Let me get a shot of coffee. Then they're back. Hey, let me get a soup, man. I'm doing bad in here, man. Let me get a soup. Damn, you eating good, ain't you? Now you out there with your dudes, your homeboys. Y'all eating, y'all done mealed up together. And this dude's up at the table with his hands out. And I understand he might be hungry, but you ain't his mama, you ain't his daddy, and you damn sure ain't there to be feeding other people in the penitentiary with the money you've hustled up or the money that your people are sending you. Because if you start doing that, they will take you for everything you have. I've seen a lot of dudes that, when I said watch your company, we can go back on that real quick. I've seen a lot of dudes that think that the dudes they're hanging out with are their homeboys. When in reality, them guys you're hanging out with aren't always your homeboys. A lot of them will hang out with you just because you have something to offer. If you got a cell phone and don't nobody else know about it and somebody finds out, don't be surprised when all of a sudden you make 10 new friends that want to kick it with you all day. You go on to Commissary every week, you coming back with those big bags of food and, you got all these things all these other guys ain't got. Don't be surprised when they start kicking it with you. And understand that a lot of times you'll find dudes that are worth kicking it with. You'll know who your homeboys are. You'll know who you can relate to and what's your type of dude. And, you're going to find that out. But when you start seeing people that you're nothing alike, people that you have nothing in common with, and now they're surrounding themselves all around you, most of the times it's because you have something to offer. You look like a meal ticket. You look like something to eat. Homeboy, let me get a summer sausage to throw in this meal real quick. Hell no. You know what I mean? You let them know, look, bro, I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but I don't do all that loaning shit, man. I don't. I got enough to last me throughout the week. You ain't got to be greasy with your mouth. You ain't got to come at them sideways, but you have to be firm. You have to put your foot down. If not, you're going to get walked all over. Next, don't be fucking with them guards. Leave them guards alone. If you need something, you get what you need and you roll out. Don't nobody like a dude that's always talking to the police. If you're always talking to the police, it won't be long before somebody starts to assume you a snitch. What's he up there talking about, man? He's always talking to the police. Bust his shit, man. I swear to God, if they come in here and shake somebody down, we already know it's him because he's up there talking to police all day. You might just be a nice guy. You might just be looking for conversation. You might not understand that as a convict or an inmate, you don't fuck with the law while you're in there. You have to stay away from them, let them do their job, and you do yours. But if you become that guy that's talking to the guard all the time, dudes are going to eliminate you one way or another. You trying to holler at a female guard, you better do that shit as sneaky as possible because dudes are going to get jealous and they're going to get you gone. They're going to drop a slip on you. Somebody's going to pull a guard to the side. 99% of the time, they'll just write a slip and put it somewhere where the guard can get it, drop it in a request form, maybe slide it under an office door. They can send it out with the mail. Just drop it right in the mailbox when everybody's doing mail. And as they're sorting through the mail, this guard's going to come across a piece of paper and be like, what? And the next thing you know, your ass is gone. But most importantly, stay out of jail. Stay out of prison. Enjoy the life you live and this world that you know. Because for you first-timers, you're not ready. Don't go halfway through your life and then all of a sudden find yourself in a position to get locked up. Think before you act. For you youngins, for y'all teens, for the young boys watching this, think before you act. Always ask yourself, is the reward greater than the risk? And if the risk is jail, no matter what the reward is, it's not better. once you get there, and I think every single inmate, every convict in America, unless you're mentally ill and crazy, ask themselves one question at some point or another. And that's, why the fuck did I do that? Why did I do that? Now I'm here. Don't be one of those guys. I want you to be here tomorrow watching these videos and watch them throughout the week. Continue to, push forward the movement. Rock with the channel, man. But if you go out tonight and you do something stupid, you won't be here tomorrow, man. The cops only have to get lucky one time. As a criminal, you have to get lucky every single time. Just live your best life. Learn from my mistakes, but don't make them. You already know, man. I'm trying to keep y'all entertained. Are you not entertained? I know you are. But please believe, this is Jay Williams. Let's live life. And to all my real ones, and there are some real ones watching, because y'all still watching me. Y'all know how we do. Salute.